Here's the UK and Ireland weather forecast for February the 9th through till the 11th, 2014. That's this Sunday through till Tuesday. Over the next few days, obviously we're aware of the bad weather we've been having. It's going to continue with a conveyor belt of storm systems continuing to strike the British Isles throughout this week. And it's going to be pretty much the whole country, the whole of the British Isles, which will be affected by these by the bad weather. So looking at first thing Sunday then in Scotland, the western coast in particular will be seeing the worst conditions, lots of heavy rain throughout the day, continuing along the northwestern part of the coast into the evening, and along the eastern coast just might get away with dry weather on the very extremities of the eastern coast of Scotland. Further south we'll be seeing lots of rain throughout the day in England and Wales. Most of it will have cleared by the end of the day, but it really won't be very good early hours. But in particular, the southwestern part of England could be seeing winds over 60 miles per hour, gradually winding down throughout the day, but lots of heavy rain again in those flooded areas too. Across Scotland and Ireland on Sunday night it'll be fairly hit and miss, but again more likely to have the rain on the west coasts. In Northern Ireland we could possibly see a little bit of sleet as well, as temperatures will be going down to around 1 degree above freezing. Along the eastern coast it should remain dry, possibly even clear in some parts of Aberdeenshire. Further south is a much calmer affair, overcast skies pretty much everywhere with low temperatures of around 2 degrees Celsius. One or two areas might get a spot of drizzle, particularly in Cumbria over the Isle of Man as well, and possibly in the southeastern corner of England we could possibly see a little bit of drizzle throughout the night, but mostly dry for everyone. So let's take a look at Monday. We will see another wave of rain sweeping through Scotland throughout the day, possibly turning into sleet and snow on the high ground. Along the northern tip of Scotland as well we could be seeing some strong winds throughout the day, but high temperatures along the coasts up to around 6 or 7 degrees, especially in the west and in the north. Should be staying dry in Northern Ireland. Further south into England and Wales we'll be seeing a fairly mixed pattern of rain interspersed with sunshine, sunny intervals, more sunny intervals towards the end of the day, but we're seeing some more persistent rain occurring possibly in East Anglia throughout the day. High temperatures of 6 to 7 degrees, most of Ireland should stay dry with a little bit of rain creeping in towards the western coast. Monday night across the Scottish mainland should be mainly dry, at least until the end of the night, with low temperatures around freezing. The further east you go it will be colder. Along the western coast a low of around 3. Off the Outer Hebrides and in Northern Ireland as well we'll be seeing heavy rain coming in throughout the night, a low temperature of 2. Most of England likewise should remain dry during the night. It will be a cold one with temperatures as low as freezing in the north too. Along the eastern coast will be partly cloudy. Rain coming in again. It will definitely be arriving in the southwestern part of England, into Wales as well by the end of the night. Ireland of course will be seeing it by nightfall. All night on Monday we'll be seeing some persistent rain there. So on Tuesday our next system arrives in the north of the British Isles, and that will bring rain, possibly sleet and snow as well, at least initially, to parts of Northern Ireland and Scotland. High temperatures only around 4 or 5 degrees inland and in rural areas, possibly lower than that. We could see some snow accumulations, especially in the Highlands. Further south again the effects will be felt here too. Throughout the day the rain band will sweep eastwards throughout the country and will reach the east coast by the end of the day. High temperatures only around 4 to 6 or 7 degrees Celsius in the southeastern corner, possibly a little bit of sleet in the north as well. Looking at Tuesday night in Scotland and Northern Ireland, it will certainly be a very cold affair, temperatures dipping below freezing in some parts, and that means we'll see some sleet and snow falling as well over parts of central Scotland. The Borders region may see some snow, as will the Scottish Highlands. The western coast will be mainly rain, as will Northern Ireland, a little bit of sleet mixed in there, with the highest temperature in Scotland of 4 degrees on the Orkneys. Further south as well it will be a cold night here, low temperatures of 0 degrees in the far north of England, but low temperatures across the whole of England really. 4 degrees in Wales, which is a little bit warmer, and in the southwest of England too, but we could see some sleet, possibly some snow on the northern hills, particularly over in Northumberland. Looking ahead, I'm afraid it's going to be very similar over the next few weeks at least, though there is possibly a sign of light at the end of the tunnel. Don't hold your breath just yet, but as we end February and go into March in a few weeks' time, things may be getting a little bit better weather-wise.